Podcast Network Asia. FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host, Royce Aguilar from the Research Department at FirstMetroSec.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Philippine Stock Market Weekly from First Metro Securities. I'm Royce Aguilar, Department Head for Retail Research. We have a special guest for today, right? But before we introduce our special guest for today, let me introduce first the company. So we have here DigiPlus Interactive Corp, or in the ticker is Plus. They're actually formerly called Leisure and Resorts World Corporation. They were originally incorporated at around October 10, 1957 as Atlas Fertilizer Corp. And they were engaged in fertilizer, industrial chemicals production. And as part of their corporate restructuring in 1996, the company's primary purpose was amended in 1999 to engage in realty development, focusing on leisure business. So the SEC approved its change in corporate name to its present one, DigiPlus Interactive Corp, just last Feb 28, 2023. And let me introduce some of their subsidiaries. Right. So first is AB Leisure Exponent, or ABLE, which provides amusement and recreation to the public in traditional, electronic, pull tabs, and rapid bingo games. So DigiPlus is aggressive in innovations and improvement of its products and services. One of the most recent notable achievements would be BingoPlus. Right? So it's the first platform in the country which offers traditional bingo on technology platform. BingoPlus.com was launched just last January 2022 and had quickly become a community favorite. According to their annual report, as of December 31, 2022, ABLE and its subsidiaries affiliates own 123 bingo parlors. So the company also owns 100% of Total Game Zone Extreme Inc., which is the assignee and purchaser of the assets, rights, and interest of DigiWave Solutions Inc., which in turn is the operator and licensee of PagCor e-game station. They also have other segments related to telecom, data center, and the like, but bulk of their earnings actually comes from retail and casino. And talking about earnings, in terms of their first quarter earnings, DigiPlus posted net income of 436.8 million for the first quarter of 2023. And that's a turnaround from the 223 million in net losses incurred in the same period last year. So this was driven by strong top-line growth from its retail games business. So its consolidated revenues expanded more than threefold to 4.2 billion pesos, fueled by its solid performance of BingoPlus. So the strong rebound of its electronic gaming operations and casino segment on the resumption of operating sites likewise lifted DigiPlus revenues. So in terms of EBITDA, they also achieved a turnaround in that area to 510.2 million in the first quarter from its negative position of 151 million in the previous year. So now it's time for me to introduce our speaker, Mr. Andy Tsui. Let me introduce him first. So he is a member of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, Certified Management Accountants, and Certified Internal Auditors. So Mr. Tsui was the former CFO of Megstar International in Macau, former CFO of Jimei Group Limited listed in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and former Chief Accounting Officer of Entertainment Gaming Asia Inc. in Hong Kong. He was also responsible for the overall finance management of these companies, which included cage operations, accounting, and credit departments, among others. He was likewise responsible for the full scope of finance operations, including preparation of monthly financial reports, cash flow management, annual budget, cost reduction strategies, accounting policies and controls, and evaluated new investment opportunities. Mr. Tsui led transactions in compliance with the listing rules of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, including fundraising activities, compliance with the listing rules of the exchange, such as issuance of convertible bonds, and his vast experience in finance as well as in the gaming industry makes him the best candidate to run DigiPlus. So in terms of education, Mr. Tsui graduated with a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Public Accounting and later earned his Master of Business Administration, Finance and Investment from Baruch College City University of New York. So without further ado, Mr. Andy Tsui, welcome to our podcast. Hi, Sir Andy.
Thank you, Royce. Thank you.
All right, so let's get started. We have several questions. Sir Andy, thank you again for accepting our invitation. So first question, as mentioned in our introduction, DigiPlus first quarter earnings has turned profitable, beating the earnings performance for first quarter of 2022, 2021, and even 2020. So how was the company able to get past through this pandemic, right? What were the measures implemented that led to this earnings outperformance?
Well, the company viewed the challenge of the pandemic as an opportunity to shift our strategic focus to digitalized business and adapted to digital age and trends. In 2021, management brought in a new tech team who developed the platform and games. We launched the BingoPlus system in January 22nd. We marketed aggressively, finding the right partners and key player in the digital space. During the year, we also strengthened our executive management team and talent pool also. This digital transformation was also reflected later in the change of our corporate name from LLWC to DigiPlus Interactive Corp in early this year. In the past few quarters, we pleasantly surprised that BingoPlus exceed our expectation. We developed strong customer base within the first year of operations. Basically, the success of BingoPlus is just a reflection of our strong operation strategy, which include IT infrastructure, product developments, and marketing capabilities.
Hello there, Chinky Tan here, motivational speaker, wealth coach, best-selling author, and now host of Chink Positive Podcast, a podcast that aims to help you to become wealthy and debt-free by teaching you on how to save, budget, get out of debt, and invest. Powered by Podcast Network Asia. Available on wherever you get your podcasts. See you there!
So you mentioned BingoPlus, right? And we wanted to discuss about your technology platform, which has quickly rose its popularity since its launch in early 2022. And I personally checked the App Store, Google Play, and the reviews are actually good, and a lot of people have downloaded it. And again, personally, I watch professional leagues here in the Philippines, like the PBA and even the volleyball, and I see your ads. So the question here is, how was this conceptualized? So how did the company see the market for this, and what are the plans moving forward for BingoPlus?
Okay, sure. The company has been offering traditional bingo games for more than 20 years, and we know the market very well. So we thought that it would be great to bring the bingo games online. And we also wanted to offer entertainments to people with convenience of time and location. What we have done is bring in the Filipino favorite social games to a digital platform. We offer budget and friendly games with just as low as 1 peso. You can enjoy to play BingoPlus games. For the future plans, we will continue to bring more new games and entertainment to Filipinos, expand product offering, which include developing and acquiring new games, whether real money or social games in nature. We will also acquire new sites to increase our physical footprints and player counts in general.
Thank you, Sir Andy. So the next question is, how competitive is the online gaming space, and how do you keep up with competition then, if ever?
Well, currently we dominated the digital bingo space. We do intend to maintain our position as the market leader. This requires significant capital to enter this market. For example, we pay 100 million peso monthly minimum guarantee fee as required by PECO. We also develop strong relationship with our digital business partner in order to keep up with our competition. We continuously making significant investment in R&D and offer new games and product to our user. In addition, we spend a lot of efforts in the marketing promotion, which include the partnership with the sports events such as PBA and PVL, as you mentioned.
Thank you for that, Sir Andy. So the next question is, in terms of moving forward, so what is the company's outlook for the retail and casino business for 2020? Perhaps, if not specific for the company, perhaps if you have an industry overview. And do you plan to focus more on BingoPlus as compared to the physical casino business?
Yes, yeah. Basically, bulk of our capital expenditure is allocated to BingoPlus operation this year. We continue to make substantial investment in game development and other related business. In addition, we do plan to upgrade our machines and site facilities in the e-bingo and casino sites. Expansion to the number of sites is also in the considerations.
Thank you for that, Sir Andy. So the question is, do you have any plans on expanding operations outside the Philippines? For example, given how Macau has reopened and Japan has approved to build the country's first gambling resort. So the general question here is, do you plan to expand operations outside the country?
We think we still see great opportunities and potentials in the Philippine market. There's still a lot of untapped demand. Our current business focus will be in the Philippine market. Since we've been operating here for 20 years, we have good insight in the local markets.
Got it. Thank you for that, Sir Andy. This is a question outside what we talked about in terms of your technology platform. So for reference, last 2018, the company, as LR Leisure Resorts, initially planned to build this integrated resort in Casino Boracay. And last 2021, the government lifted the ban to build casinos in Boracay. So the question is the company still open to building the said integrated resort and casino in Boracay?
Okay, yes. We mentioned last year we're looking for a partner for this project. There are a couple of interested parties that we are in discussions, but the timing of the execution is also based on some other factors beyond our controls, such as market condition and other regulatory consideration. In short, we're still exploring the project at the moment.
Got it. Thank you for that. A lot of our clients are asking about it ever since the pandemic. So thank you for clearing that up. In terms of this is our last question. So last Feb 2023, the company changed its company name from Leisure Resorts World Corp to DigiPlus Interactive Corp. So what was the rationale for that said change? Is it perhaps going to venture outside of the other segments of the business like property?
As I mentioned earlier, the company has made a digital transformation and we hope to offer more innovative entertainment to our user through continuous R&D. Our vision is to become the leading digital entertainment hubs with gaming just a component of the ecosystem.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Tsui, for answering all our questions. Do you have anything to say to all DigiPlus investors out there as well as those planning to invest into the company for the long term?
Sure. Okay. The company focus on digital transformation and explore on the untapped local market. We will continue our growth momentum, which make the impact of the inflation unnoticeable. We intend to become the leading digital entertainment hub, offering various kind of a digital entertainment platform beyond gaming. Again, thank you for giving us the opportunity to meet here today. Thank you, Royce.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Andy Tsui of DigiPlus Interactive Corp. Again, this has been Royce Aguilar, Department Head of Retail Research in FirstMetroSecurities. And as always, in FirstMetroSecurities, it's hashtag your future first. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the FirstMetroSec family.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.